it's happening. Welcome back to another Comedy Spot Live. It is Wednesday. It's 7:30ish. It's time for another First Impressions, not the Bad Flick Show. Watch that go away. First Impressions is coming up. It's hosted by Charlie and Aaron. I will let them explain how their show works. My job is to say hello. My job is to remind you to do things like maybe take a class online. Have you ever wanted to take a comedy class? Well, we do that just online. Usually I have this really cool graphic that comes up, but you know, it's 7:30 and things just stop working by the end of the night. So I'll just keep pressing buttons hard on the desk and watch nothing happen. That's fine. It's okay. Here, I'll be the graphic. Improv, sketch, stand-up, all online. SatComedySpot.com/online. There, that's what the graphic does. Also, follow, like, and subscribe on all of our platforms so that you get notified whenever we have a live. I love you all very much. I'm going to turn this over to more capable people. Please welcome the host of First Impressions. It's Aaron and Charlie.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on, guys? Hello, and welcome back to First Impressions. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys. Before we get started, I just like to do just a quick overview. If this is your first time watching the show, I just want to quickly explain what the show is about. So it's First Impressions, as you might have guessed already. Charlie and I, we like doing impressions, and we wanted to share these impressions with you guys. And at the same time, we wanted to see if we could try to teach some of these impressions to you guys. And we put the show together. We have a guest every week who learns the impressions with everyone, and that's kind of how it goes. Let me see. We start off with Charlie and I both have one impression each, and we teach that to the guest. And let me let Charlie take over for the rest of this.
All right. Let me know if I freeze up or anything. I feel like I'm doing the robot or something here. But yeah, so we have we're gonna really appreciate you sending in suggestions throughout during the show, things that we can say as these characters. So please send those in to us. And we'll also have time at the end of the show is we'll be asking for more situations and that these celebrities could be in, and any celebrities you want to see for future shows. We love your feedback. So please feel free to send your suggestions in as much as possible. And I think with that, I will just say we are very excited for our special guest today. And that is, as you may have seen, Dana Bryan.
Dana!
Oh.
Hey, Dana.
Thank you for having me on the show. I'm very frightened. This will be great.
Dana, before we get started, I just always like to ask. So we talked about it a little bit, but if you don't mind, share with the audience like what your experiences as far as like impressions or doing voices and stuff like that.
I don't do any impressions, so this will be my first time. Sometimes I'll make funny voices like when I'm at home being silly, but I don't have to do them in front of other people. Like sometimes I'll do impressions of people I know if they're being snarky and need to be made. That's about it.
That's impressions. That's one way of getting there. But all right. So when we were chatting it up, the only main thing that Dana pointed out was that she said just if we can find something like in a higher register or something like that. So it's not going to be like a lower, it's not going to be like a deep impression. But we kind of, when Charlie and I talked, we kind of found this theme. So for today, actually, it's going to be English themed. It's going to be British themed, actually. Yeah, so we think this is going to be very doable. We do have some characters, so there's a little bit of work. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and start, and then we'll have Charlie go after. And then also, just as a little bit of a tweak, we're going to try it out. After each person teaches, we're going to go ahead and take some suggestions as far as like lines you'd like to hear. We'll do that. And then at the end, we'll do suggestions for situations do you like to see like everybody in, and how they would interact and stuff like that. So, without further ado, my English impression for you is going to be a cartoon character, and his name is Pinky. Now, first of all, I just want to make sure, are you familiar with Pinky?
Yes, I am.
Yes, perfect. So Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. I'm actually not sure how popular the show is. I remember watching it a lot as a kid, but apparently it's not quite as popular. But Pinky has a very fun English type accent, right? And he has his signature narf, which, if anything, that's the one thing I want to impart with you today. But let me get into like my Pinky Pinky mode. Pinky mode. Let me see. It's always got to be like you know. What? It's loud. What we can do tonight, Brian? Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world, right? So it's Narf, and Pinky is Pinky. You know, he's kind of like he's really what's the word? Like he's like a goofy character. His voice is very think of it like kind of like a donkey. Like it's very like there's a lot of that. Yeah. Like like narf, right? Like it's the things about Pinky is the English accent, the kind of donkey sound, and one more aspect of it, which is this kind of yodel. It's a really weird voice. So the yodel is like the switching from regular voice to falsetto, right? Like hiole, 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 you know? Hiole, hoo. So if you hear that like change in the voice, that's kind of how you do the yodel. So before we get started in all the putting it together, if I can have you do each of them separately, let's try.
So
it's gonna be
softball, just a softball to start out.
Yeah, we're gonna do a couple. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple softballs, and then we'll put it together in the end, and hopefully we'll be able to get that Pinky sound. So let's start with the silly part, which is the donkey, which is just yaw, yaw, like let it out. Yeah. And then if I could have you on the yaw, I know it sounds ridiculous, but on the yaw, if I can have you like put the sound through the nose, like a lot of it through the nose, yaw, like it's there, it hits there, yeah. Yeah.
Oh no. You ever have one of those? Oh wait, hi everybody. We're on a everybody froze hold. Maybe I should do it too. That way we all look frozen. Hi, you guys are back. Your spirit left your body for just a moment. Seems to have re-entered. We left off at I'm gonna put you here you go.
Okay, and then let's just add the yodel in there. So yodel, can you do something like that?
Okay. Yodel, hee-hoo.
Okay,
That's good.
let me see if you can. So your notes might be different than mine because my falsetto hits at that part. If you know where your falsetto is, see if you can kind of try to kind of tiptoe right where it changes. So I'm right at the yodel, hee-hoo, but yours might be a little higher.
Okay. I don't know if I know where my falsetto is.
Oh, okay.
I lost my falsetto a few years ago, but hope to find it one day.
Yodel, hee-hoo.
Well, it's falsetto.
Is that kind of that point where you lose
It kind of
your
changes,
voice?
yeah.
Yeah, it changes.
So,
right? Yeah. Go higher. That's good.
Go higher?
No, I said you can go higher than I can. You could try. I don't know if you're gonna break any glass in the house, but it sounded great on my end.
All right, well that's the two kind of flavors of the English accent, and then other than that, the English accent for Pinky is, like he's I wish I knew like the different dialects, right? But I just know how to do them. So you just kind of put it together. You throw in a little bit of that falsetto switching in there. But you do let me see if we can attach a phrase to it. What would be a good phrase for Pinky? I guess, what are we doing tonight, Brain? Let's do that. So when he says, what are we doing tonight, Brain? He goes, what are we doing tonight, Brain? Right? Let's see. Let's try this. Let me have you do it word per word. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So let's do what are
Or
you?
you.
Oh wait, what are we? Wait, what are we gonna do? We. All right. We
We
gonna
gonna
do
do
tonight,
tonight,
Brian.
Brain.
Yeah.
It's like his voice is always like cracking almost, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
it's
is.
like cracking on that falsetto, right?
Yes, perfect. Yeah, exactly. Let me have. So the way he says brain is very distinct. Let me have you say that one more time. Let me do it, and then I'm gonna have you do it. So he goes, Brian. It's almost like Brian, but it's Brian, like Brian. It sounds
Like Brian.
I'm trying to emphasize it, but it's it's not brain, it's brine, right?
Like brain.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Good.
brine. And then let me see if I can throw this in there. Right in the middle between bre and ain, it gets a little faint in the middle there. If you can catch that, that's like part of his thing. So brine. Like if you notice, there's just a little, it kind of goes away a little. Brine, right?
Okay.
Right in the middle, yeah.
Brain. Brain.
Brine.
Brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit like that.
Good.
Okay, let me have you put the phrase together. So again, it's what are we gonna do tonight, Brian?
What are we going to do tonight, Brain?
Okay. What? So little tweak here. If you can take note of your R's. So the R's in the English accent is very soft, especially for Pinky. So what are we gonna do tonight, Brian? Almost like Bwine, not brain.
Okay.
Bwine, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are we going to do tonight, Brain?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
The Bwayne and the brain, that if you can find that median in the middle there, that's really where it's at. So let's do it one more time, and then we're gonna try Narf, and then if actually based on like our timing, I think we're just gonna go ahead and switch to Charlie. We'll do the suggestions afterwards, but let's do it one more time.
Okay.
We'll try Narf, and then we'll move on with Charlie. So what are we gonna do tonight, Brian?
What are we going to do tonight, Brain?
Yeah. Add a little bit of a silly character, because Pinky is, he's a bit of a like one's a genius, the other's insane. So
You act like you're having trouble with it. You're just a little too smooth.
I'm a little too brain and not enough Pinky.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
put a little more Pinky in there. Yeah. Let me yeah.
What are we going to do tonight, Brain?
Oh, that's good.
Let's just do the Narf. Let's do the Narf. Narf, right? So this is the donkey noise. Narf. It's that right?
Okay.
But you put you put it in a word. So Narf.
Okay. Narf.
Wait.
My nose.
Yeah. It should
Is
be
that a
tingling
real-
the nose. Yeah.
Is that a real term or just for Pinky? I've never heard Narf before. Is that
I think
just
I've only
across-
heard that with Pinky. Yeah. I don't
Okay,
know if
okay.
anybody says Narf.
okay, I'm gonna look it up in Webster's later. I was just curious.
Yeah. Can be a response to anything. Yeah. Narf. Narf. So it's Narf, right? Like yeah, Narf. So let's have you do that, and then we'll see if we can move on. Yeah. Do a little right? Narf, narf, and it's very nasally. It's all kind of it's right here. Narf.
Nasal.
Yeah, you can.
Nasal.
Right.
Right.
I love it. That's good.
Brian, I think you can do this one. Can we just have you try the narf?
No.
Can we? Oh, come on.
Listen, I have been working all day today. Wait, hold on. Let me get a camera on me. I have been working all day today. It is your 3 responsibility to entertain the people. I am only sharing comments below you guys as you're doing this. Okay, carry on. You're doing a great job.
Okay.
And Dana, by the way, you're doing a great job. You're nailing this. So.
Yes.
I've seen the comments come through. It's not too bad.
Yeah, no, you're doing good.
She's multitasking. I can't do that. That's amazing.
Jess and Mike both said that they're killing it at home. And then Sarah Agamahamadi said, video or it didn't happen. And so I think she's trying to get them to film themselves at home doing the impression, like practicing.
Oh, yeah.
Please
I
send it.
100% support that.
Please, if you, either send me those videos or something, and we'll try to have it on the show. But I think
I can share those for sure. By the way, that would be super
there you
easy.
go.
And
yes,
Kareem told me to dance, monkey, and then and
Jesus,
then, Aaron. Before we get started, Aaron, is that a lightsaber that's back?
Oh, no, it's just a light.
Oh, okay, well,
it's a cool little light.
Super cool.
Like we can change it up. Ooh.
Whoa!
That definitely looks like a lightsaber when it's blue.
I know. It looks like it, but it's actually flat. It's not even a light bulb. It's just an LED strip.
Wow.
It's supposed to go under your like your drawers or whatever, like in the kitchen or something.
Ooh.
It's supposed to light it up, but a little aesthetic in the room,
So I can shove it in my drawers and they'll light up.
You're supposed to like stick it on the bottom, right? So there's an underglow. But
yeah, you are.
But if you want to shove it in your drawers, if you're talking about those drawers, you'll definitely light up, right?
All about the underglow.
Oh God. Oh God.
Okay.
All right.
So sorry. You guys go back to doing the real show. I'm going to go back to doing what I do best. I'm going to be quiet. Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Actually, you know what? We have a little bit of extra time here. Do we have any lines you'd like us to say as Pinky, really quickly? And then we'll see what Charlie has for us.
Okay.
But are there any lines out there? Anything you'd like us to say as Pinky from Pinky and the Brain?
All right. Yeah. So everybody in the comments, go ahead and list some stuff off. Amy Church said that this should be a new Comedy Spot news segment where people send in videos of them trying to do impressions, which I think would be pretty awesome. So,
That would be awesome.
Kareen says #underglow.
Oh my God.
Dennis,
I'm gonna have to throw that thing out.
Dennis said underglow makes it look bigger. Let's see here. ACLU Terra says, oh yeah, I'm fine, as something to say. I guess you could say underglow makes it look bigger.
Oh, okay. Let's do that.
Evan says, I would a potato, please.
I would a potato, please.
Let's see. Okay, that's it for right now.
Okay, let's see. Underglow makes it look bigger. Let's try that one. I'll do it first. I'll do it first, and then Dana, I'll have you do it. So let me see if I can capture this. Brian, underglow makes it look bigger. Brian. All right. Okay, Dana, if you don't mind.
Okay. Brian, underglow makes it look bigger.
It's so fun.
Oh, perfect. What was the other one?
Let me try. Can I try?
Yeah.
Underglow makes my brain look bigger. No.
No.
Dana, you're already better than I am.
Sarah says you guys should say, I used up all the toilet paper brain.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, I used up all the toilet paper, brain. We're all out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I used up all the toilet paper, brain.
Brain.
Right.
Right.
It's almost kind of like walking, like, you know, brain, you know. It's like that, you know. Brain. Oh man. All right. Do we have one more line, and then we'll move on to Charlie.
Let me go up here.
What do we got?
Let's see. Brain. I don't think this is gonna work. Brain,
Noah, hey, welcome, dude. Okay, let me see. Brian, I don't think this is gonna work, Brian. We're gonna have to try something else. I'm kind of bouncing, dude.
I know.
All right, Data.
I don't think this is gonna work.
So good.
That's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna release you from Pinky for now. Thank you for the suggestions, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to Charlie's impression.
All right, so we thought we'd stay with the British theme, Dana, and it sounds like you're already in the zone. You know, I mean, there's different kinds of British, but once you kind of get there, you can kind of move off of here, move over there. So I was thinking one interesting British one that isn't too cockney and low like this. You know, we don't want to go too much like that. Although Kareen did tell me you did an awesome rock and roller one time, so we might have to do that if we have time. But you know, so Paul McCartney, you know, the Liverpool accent's a little bit different. You know, it kind of goes up like that. And I actually looked into why, and apparently, you know, Liverpool was a shipping port, so they had a lot of different people going through there, you know, like, you know, a little bit of who's what's it over here selling their dingles and crafts and everything. And then, you know, they had Irish people and people from all over. It was beautiful, you know. And, you know, Scotland and Welsh. And I will say, you know, Liam Neeson is from Ireland. We looked it up. It's from last show. He's not Welsh. Threw me there. I was like, what? Did I get that wrong? And then Paul was like, oh, you did okay, Paul. Now I'm talking to myself. So let's start with something concrete, right? Because I think with a lot of these things, once you have a core phrase, you can go back to that, right? And I think you said that about something else. You had a good phrase when you're kind of getting in a character about something, but did you remember that the other day? I thought you said something about using a phrase to get into a certain accent or character.
Last time you were talking about Irish accents, I used top of the morning to you.
Yes. That's a perfect example. Top of the morning. But we're not doing Irish, but that is the perfect example, you know. So there's lots of things you could say as Paul McCartney, but I mean, let's just try with
Polo.
Oh, wait.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, do you know who this comment is?
I know Polo. Yeah, Polo Games. He comes and hangs out in my Twitch streams.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Hey, welcome.
How you
Sorry,
doing,
go ahead.
man? So maybe we could just start off by saying, Paul. You say Paul.
Paul.
Good. And then you say McCartney. Paul McCartney.
McCartney.
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, and you kind of like the whole time, and I try like not to get. It's like you kind of have to focus on the technical at first, and then you try to forget it. But like I kind of just picture Paul. You know, like if you watched Dana Carvey do Paul McCartney, he's always like, "Hey, I'm Paul McCartney," but it kind of helps because like he kind of looks like that sometimes. You know, he kind of just keep your mouth open sometimes. And another thing is that I've heard that Liverpool accent is very nasal as well. And there's a theory that is so polluted there that they always had nose colds, so you just don't have to use your nose really. And the great part about it is once you can do Paul, you can do all the other Beatles. Can you say, we're the Beatles?
We're the Beatles.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's kind of like
So,
he's kind of like questioning things. Like, isn't that kind of like like I don't know what's going on?
yeah. And he actually says, like he doesn't know what's going on. Like he says, a lot still. Like he's lost some of his Liverpoolness, but he still would do that. He's like, yeah, John used to tell me, that, we were going to go up on the roof and make music. I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, we're going on the roof to make music. And then George was like, Paul, sure, they're going up there. And then Ringo was like, yeah, you're going to go up there. I'm going to go up there. I'll play me drums. Can you say, play me guitar?
Play me guitar.
Yeah. You got to get used to just catching flies and leaving. Yeah. You just leave your mouth open afterwards. I know it's not, really ladylike, but we do it on the road.
Going to play me guitar and go out to the pub.
So good. You're natural.
Let me if I can just give a little tip here. So the American accent is very like when it's British it's very aw. Like I don't know if you notice, like a bunch of British actors that kind of have a pout, right? And they're like, of course, like Daisy Ridley, it's always like this, because when they talk it's very like ooh. It's not like American is American, British is like British, it's like this, and you kind of drop your jaw a bit more. So like if I was like doing like Paul McCartney, like it's got to be more like it's closer. It's not like this. It's not like Paul McCartney, So it sounds weird. Try to close it up. Yeah. Try to focus your the sounds of your voice towards the tip of your mouth, and then kind of loosen the jaw. Just little tips.
So I need to sound more like Old Jersey, not New Jersey.
Yeah. Before you keep going, I have to just jump in really quick before I forget. Everybody wants to know what your Twitch handle is so that they can look you up.
Sweet. Yes, it is twitch.tv/Turbo Cilantro, just like what it is. So
Turbo Cilantro.
Turbo Cilantro, yeah.
Nice.
If you go to my profile page on Facebook here, it's in one of my links. Turbo Cilantro on pretty much everything. So Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah. Thanks. Let's
Turbo
continue.
Cilantro. Can you say Turbo Cilantro?
Turbo Cilantro.
That's really great, love. They're saying you say like love differently. Like there's like love, like Americans like love, and then like you just kind of throw little things in like that. Love, mate, love. You say love.
Yeah.
Just throwing random words at you.
Really appreciate all the help there, love.
There we go. That's good. Can we have some suggestions on what to say as Paul McCartney? For sure.
Yeah, so everybody, if you want to hear Paul McCartney say certain things, just do it in the comments, and I'll share them with everybody.
And while people are typing, I'll say that so like Paul McCartney's like he talks in the highest voice, and if you go down here a little bit, it's more nasal, but it's still kind of the same thing. That's John. And then you go here a little bit more George, and then you go really low. It's Ringo. So once you get the Liverpool accent, or at least that, and I would go more of a Beatles accent if you just like watch their interviews. You kind of almost naturally pick it up after a while, and it's almost a little bit different if you look. I looked up some. This is a Liverpool accent, and it didn't sound quite like the Beatles. So I think it's changed in only 50 years, but it's changed a little bit over the years. But I just want to note that. Do we have any suggestions?
Oh yeah, we got a couple here.
We're mesmerized.
I know. This is not a suggestion, I don't think. Your grandma says pee pee poo poo. I want to say that that's probably my friend Jeff, because that's how my kids know Jeff is on the phone. They'll be like, "Who are you talking to?" And I'm like, "I'm talking to Jeff." And they're like, "Pee pee poo poo Jeff?" And I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "Oh, okay, cool." Let's see.
Thought my grandma was speaking from beyond the grave.
No, that's not what I wanted to share. They said Paul McCartney talking about being knighted might be a fun thing. Paul McCartney suggestions. Adult movies are not for all adults. That's something they'd like you to say. Sarah Aga Mohammadi says Paul hitting on Michelle Obama. Paul explains what Ringo made for dinner. Let's see.
These are all good.
Yeah, you got a cute little Fanny love, something like that. So you got a couple suggestions there.
These are all so good. So talking about getting knighted. Okay, so Dana, let's think about this. Maybe we could combine two of them, like getting knighted and adult films. Well, I was about to get knighted by the Queen, you know. Can you say, I was about to get knighted by the Queen, you know?
I was about to get knighted by the Queen, you know.
Very good. You're a little bit more proper, but I like it. Just remember, you can just leave your jaw dangling. But you're doing good. You're doing good.
It's okay, Dana. It's okay.
So I was about to get knighted by the Queen, you know, but I just got done watching some adult films, and I accidentally knighted George. Can you say, I accidentally knighted George?
I accidentally knighted George.
That's really good. You're getting it really good. Your voice is just naturally higher than mine, but you like have, it sounds like you're getting the accent. Aaron, do you want to do one as Paul, and then I'll do like a reaction as John?
Okay. Is Paul? Wait, Paul is what you're doing, right?
Yeah, the Paul.
McCartney, right? I'm not familiar with the Beatles, you know. I know this accent because of Wacko from Animaniacs. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's
You know
right.
Wacko, right? What are you cooking?
Can you do Wacko hitting on Michelle Obama?
Oh.
Gotta do this as much as we can before the election, you know.
What a pretty lady. Hello.
Oh God. Didn't think I was gonna do a wacko today.
Wacko. Oh. Well, what is this? What is this? Whoa. Whoa. Oh. It's the first lady. Oh my God. Would you go out with me? Oh, I have a.
I'm sounding like something else. I don't know what the.
Nice
Oh my
try,
God.
mate. She's the former first lady.
There you go. I don't know, mate. I don't think I have a wacko. It just comes in and out. Just like me and Michelle Obama.
Oh no. No.
Dana, did you see any of those suggestions that you'd like to try to tackle?
There was the one about something with something love. What was that one? Something love. That was a good one.
Oh, I don't know.
It's okay. You gave us a lot of good ones. There's one I was forgetting. Oh yeah, Kareen said. What about Paul? About what Ringo made for dinner?
Okay.
They could be on the road. They could be at home. Who knows?
Ringo come over for dinner and he made some bangers and mash. And thanks, love.
I'm still sore from last time, Paul. Bangers and mash is a real food, guys. Don't get all dirty in the comments now.
No.
Everything's
What are we gonna eat tonight, Brian? Bangers and mash. What are we eating? Mash?
I'm just gonna then pop off to the loo and take a tinkle.
Take
It'll
a
come back with some underlighting, you know. Who knows what color it'll be, but either way, it'll look bigger.
Oh, here's the one about the love. You have a cute little fanny, love. You have a cute little fanny,
Okay.
love.
Let's do that one. Yeah, each of us. Let's do that.
Okay.
I guess I'll start. Let me see. Let's do the Paul McCartney.
You got a cute fanny, love.
I'll do it slightly lower as I'll just do John, which is pretty much the same thing. Yeah, look quite. What is it? Quite a nice fanny? Yeah, quite a cute fanny, love. Way better than Yoko's.
You have a quite cute little fanny, love.
Ooh, that's good. I like.
Yeah,
I like
Yeah,
how
that
you
was very like seductive. Oh
Actually,
man,
yeah.
that was like slowed it down a little. Okay, all right, Danny, throwing in some flavor in that one.
Got a cute fanny, love. Won't you scooching over here?
Wait, what does fanny mean in England?
It's your butt.
Oh,
Yeah, Paul?
I thought it was something different.
Oh.
I don't know.
Mm.
I had a nice fanny.
Is it tushy? Yeah, I guess it's tushy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. We'll go with that.
What'd you think it was?
Yeah.
That's a nice tushy,
What's
love.
it mean where you come from?
Oh, wait. Sarah says, I'm not sure if it's the same in England, but in Australia, fanny refers to another part of the female anatomy.
Her nails, of course.
The
Jay-
more you know.
Yeah, JBR
there.
just spelled it out and was like,
oh.
vagina, guys. Vagina.
I was close. I thought it was a.
It's like,
Similar.
no, I said you fanny. Wrong way.
Fanny,
The
buttock.
Australian.
Yeah, I think we definitely got that very, very wrong. Yeah, Hallie's fanny is a woman's sexual organs.
Oh, it's fanny, love. Got a bit of underglow going on there.
Your fanny's got some underglow.
Well, wonder why we have these cultural misunderstandings. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. Now
Oh,
Sarah
no.
would like to hear Paul McCartney saying "typical Americans."
Just typical Americans, you know.
Fanny's a fine word. Nothing wrong with fanny. I like fannies, you know. See it all the time. Put a little glow on it. Nothing wrong with that, you
Have
know.
you done it, gents?
No.
Why you're getting all hot and bothered?
How could you tell? I had to turn the AC off when it was blowing in the microphone. Now, that's it. Why?
Let me just kind of open this up a little bit more. If you guys want to see situations where all of the characters, I think we're getting close to ending time here, but let's open it up to whatever character, any situation, any crazy wacky situation you want to see these characters in. So
Yeah. Put in your last comments because we have just a couple more minutes to go. I actually have a meeting I have to be at 8:20 tonight. So so we have to be done before that.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, let's
Hard
see if we
stop.
can get let's see if we can get at least like one situation where we can have all the characters in.
What about
And
all
then,
the characters sitting around a campfire? That's pretty funny. That's nicely done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's let Dana. Who would you like to be?
I feel like I have a better time with the Paul one. Just
All right.
All right. So you'll do Paul. I'll do Pinky. Yeah. And then Charlie, your wild card. Wildcat.
I can either do one of the Wildcat. Wow. It's the Owen Wilson fun. We did that when Sarah was on the show.
All right. What are we gonna cook? What are we gonna cook tonight, guys? Some marshmallows?
We're gonna put a nice banger on the stick and we'll put it in the fire and it'll be. No.
Wow, did you say bangers?
No. What about fannies? Am I gonna see some fannies tonight?
I mean, if you want to see some fannies tonight, we can invite some birds over and we can have a little get together.
Wow, do you know that means something different down under?
Down under? You mean like in my pants?
We met these wildcats in Sydney. It was wild.
Well, that sounds like a great time there, mate.
No, I think
Just one question. What is your favorite song to sing in the campfire?
Oh, I like to sing some more modern things. I'm really into the Fall Out Boy now.
that's awesome.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. That's it. That's it.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Jeff said, "Great job tonight, giving you 5 Brian snorts." So that was really fun.
Appreciate
Elise says this is pretty awesome, by the way, and
Thank you.
yeah, everyone. Have you been proud? Oh, I guess Sarah said that her Owen Wilson now is better than what it was before. She's been working on it.
Oh, that's awesome.
And Green said hashtag banger on the stick.
We got some good hashtags today. Underglow, banger on the stick.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that came full circle with the campfire and the banger on the stick, the underglow up in the tree. Oh, it's beautiful.
Becky said, great job, Dana. Rico said, fantastic fun. Really good job, everyone. Nicely done.
Yes. Great job,
Thank you
Dana.
so much, Dana.
Dana, you killed it. Thank you for being on the show. You're awesome.
Making it not super scary. That was super fun.
Good. I'll be glad to hear that.
Aaron and Charlie, great job. Dana, thanks for joining us tonight. And everybody at home, thank you so much for watching and supporting. Hope you have a very nice evening. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. We have Top 10 List podcast. We have another show by Dana's producing. It's Debate Masters. Yes, not Master Debaters, but Debate Masters. It's all happening tomorrow. Okay, sign off with one last really short phrase, each of you.
Just gonna go with no, nice butt, Michelle.
Well, I went down under one time, but I didn't know which fanny, so I got arrested.
Oh yeah, I'm going to that queen. She's pretty nice, little bird. I love her.
All right, you work on, everybody at home, work on your impressions for next week. We'll see you then. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.